to do Simon Says.
So I'm going to put that as a separate one.
Yeah.
Hang on.
We need to orally prepare them and get them to practice all the instructions are going to come up, so they're using the language. So we could go out into the green aggro with their chairs and do things like, and use language on top of, under, next to, behind. Because TJ, it's really
left, right. Yeah, that's right. It's because it's really hard. And those things are just traditionally things. Prepositions and the location. Prepositions and location are traditionally difficult for ESL children, and they leave them out. Sometimes if you listen to Cindy, she'll say, if I said, Cindy, where's the box? The chair. And she leaves it. Yeah. But it's part of the process of acquiring the language.
But those kids who have auditory processing issues will have the same
thing. So it'll benefit all of them, and they can all practice. And the other thing is the right and the left. Oral language. Well, actually, oral.
Oral. A-U-R.
A-U-R. Yeah. But how do you say it?
Oral.
No, I say oral.
No. Hey, oral's oral.
No, that's oral.
No, see, your oral, my oral is your oral.
Exactly.
And my oral is your oral.
And no wonder why these children are confused.
I know.
But wait, let's talk about the jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, okay.
Because that'll be our next thing. So we'll set it up with the Simon Says, out in the oval, prepositions and location, responding to one command. It's kinesthetic. We'll do a formative assessment, look at where they're at. We'll continue that on, look at that for math. Yeah? So review that. Then we will have already reviewed the prepositions of location. And I'll take those ESL kids and do some interactive writing and practice on the right hand side, on the left hand side, behind, in front of, to the left, to the right. And we'll do that in actual writing so that they've got it orally, then they've got it written. So review the shapes, then
we'll actually have them do it.
We'll have them do it.
Yep. Place the rectangle in the middle on the top, so you're repeating it.
Yeah, I gotcha. In the middle, on the top, glue the rectangle.
Is place one rectangle in the middle of the oval.
Yeah, that's the nose.
Now glue that. Why don't we do, at the end of this, that feeling play, that feeling reflection from Kath Murdoch's Take a Moment. Ask them how I felt. Do I feel joy? Do I feel frustrated? Do I feel confused? Why? And ask them how they feel about that. And see if we can get them to identify what their strengths or their weaknesses are in terms of, I found it difficult to hear. I found it difficult to know what came first. I found it easy. It'd be really good to talk to them about then, well, you need to be aware of those people who found this easy probably have strong oral skills. Right. And those who don't often need a picture
the visual
to go with
see what it is.
But that might be a good.
That's a good thing, and that kind of links with your learning
styles unit, which they did at the beginning.
So, or should we say, find the middle of the oval?
That would be it. Find the middle of the oval. Place a triangle. Now glue it.
Before we do this, we're going to say to them, okay, our goal is to make a jack-o'-lantern.
Yes.
Our equipment
is
one oval, one small rectangle, three small triangles, 5 small stars, glue. Make sure you've got all your equipment. Here are the steps. So they'll know, and if they've made the connection from library about what a jack-o'-lantern looks like, straight away they should make the connection when we put these things on. Hopefully.
Point above the middle triangle, and now move to the right. Halfway to the right. Glue another triangle there.
Okay. Glue 1 star there.
Glue 2 stars in a line on the left, and glue 2 stars in a line on the right.
2 stars. Evaluation.
Yeah.
What do you have?
What does it look like? And then we'll do that reflection piece.
Yeah. So reflection. I like that. I love that idea of the reflection.
So I think that might actually be very good to put in their portfolio.
Yeah, I did.
Because it would be good to actually just play. It'd be good to teach them how to play a game, and then have them reconstruct their own instructions for someone else.
Yeah.
And talk about the fact that when they come in to prep, many of them can't read, so it'd be good to do it visually.
And how do they work? And how do they work that out? Even things like matching. Even a matching game. Yeah. What you need to do in order to play that matching game. They know the structure. We've introduced them to the imperative verbs. We can keep using that language with them.
Yep.
And then move them on. Our next step is really the interactive writing.
I think we need to do it for a game. And And their summative assessment could be something to do with the treasure hunt.
Mm-hmm.
We could do something towards the treasure hunt. They either use symbols, or they need to use symbols and writing for the game, and that'll give them practice for doing the treasure hunt. But we have to link that into the traffic signs, which we've got a collection of them now.
That's
so
right.
We have to link. We'll have to introduce the traffic signs and introduce the idea of symbols
as a form of procedure.
That's right. And link that with the games.
We've done lots of this, building the field. We've done lots. We've introduced them to it in so many different ways. They've had experience with it. They've made the muffins. They've done the jack-o'-lantern. They did the making the milk. They did the milkshakes. So they did today the
done it in bread. They've done it in sausages as well. You know, they've seen different ways of doing it. They've done the flow chart. They've done the interactive writing.
Yeah.
They've done the reconstruction. Those kinds of things, and that's what I think we have to move into the symbols.
And I think we need to move into, again, that doing something and the instructions, because we've done heaps on food, and they're tending to think that it's a recipe, and they're getting the language confused. So they need to start to see that it's in different ways. And I think if we can do that over...
Yet the funny thing is they're bringing stuff in. They're bringing in procedures.
Yeah.
But they've just identified the word recipe with it.
Yeah.
What they did today, reconstructing it, they could all do it. Every single child could do it.
Yeah. That was really good. Really good.
And they've come up, they're now realising how they can use the strategies like looking at the first words. They can read the commands.
There was Selma, you, Alicia.
Jordan.
Who's that? Jordan and Ms. Pam. So can you tell me what you did?
How to get ready for school.
Good. How to get ready for school. And how did you decide that that's what you would do? Did Pam tell you that's what you would do?
No, I did the question.
You came up with the idea.
Yeah.
And the idea...
Get out of bed.
Yeah?
Then we get our school uniform on.
Yeah?
We brush our hair. Have breakfast. Brush our teeth. Pack our lunch. Pack our school bag. Get to school.
Good. What color did you have?
Purple.
So everything in purple you wrote?
Yep.
And what about the other kids? What did they do? Who was brown?
Alicia.
Yeah?
And Jordan was blue.
Yeah?
And Sebastian was orange.
And Pam was green. So Pam didn't write anything.
Yep.
So really, Sebastian, Selma, Alicia, and Jordan, you wrote this together. Did you take turns?
Yeah.
How did you decide to take turns?
When Sebastian was gone to the toilet and Jordan was in here,
Yeah.
with me and Alicia did it.
You just finished it. And so you helped each other.
My dad from Australia and my mom from Bosnia.
And what language do you speak with your mom?
English and Bosnia.
And what do you speak with your dad?
English.
And what about with your grandparents? What language do you speak with them?
The same with my mom.